Royal Berkshire. This is United Kingdom Talk with Chris Reardon.
Hello, gang, and a very good morning to you. It's Friday, the 3rd of July, 2020. Welcome along to this morning's chat show, coming to you from Bracknell in Berkshire. I have another new shirt on today, as purchased for me by the delightful Adam the Plumber. Look at this. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. I love it. Look. Look. I think they're sunflowers. Are they sunflowers? No, I don't think they are. They're not sunflowers. But who cares? Don't they look fantastic? Yes. I expect these weren't actually particularly expensive. They've come from, looks like what's George. You know George in Asda? All the supermarkets have got their own little bits and pieces now, haven't they? I found it quite difficult to get the collar down this morning. I think it's a little bit too big up here for me and a little bit too tight round the tummy. As is indeed all my clothes at the moment now, but never mind. Anyway, nice to see you, gang. The sun is shining out already, and I just checked the weather forecast, and it said no rain today, so I've just got a load of actually chock-a-block washing machine on at the moment. If I've got time today, I think I'll do the sheets as well, just before I go away, hopefully on Sunday night shortly after the bingo. Regular people, gang, I've decided that I won't do a show Monday morning because I can't guarantee it. So it's best to either do it or not do it, rather than might be able to do it sort of thing. Okay, so we won't have a show Monday morning this week, which means the raffle, we'll switch the raffle over to Tuesday morning next week, all right? So no show for you on Monday morning because there's quite a lot of bits and pieces to update computers and things like that. And also go around and see great nieces and great nephews because, of course, we keep the social distance in, myself and my nephew and the other people. Won't be any picking up children and chucking them through the air at warp speed, which I highly enjoy doing that. I'm not a bully. I'm not. I do like to pick up a small child and throw them preferably the ones that I know. You know, when you're sort of round and going out down the supermarket and places like that, and you still see small children, sometimes I look at them and think, I just want to pick you up and throw you across there. But I don't think the parents would be very pleased. No. I tend to know the children quite well before I pick them up and throw them onto something soft. Now, no one said anything about wanting to hurt them. Ow, that's a really cruel thing to do. Ow, no, I never said that. You make it up in your own sad, lonely, pathetic minds, don't you? Ow, what a nasty person he is. No, I want to pick them up and throw them onto something soft. You know, like a trampoline usually, that's a good one. Trampoline, I take great delight in picking up great nephew George might be a bit too big now, but certainly great niece Emily. And great nephew James, he's the easiest one because he's only 3, you know. You can pick him right up above your head and chuck him onto the trampoline and he loves it. But there won't be any of that. Social distancing. So I said to my nephew, because usually I go around there at night time, you see. But night time might be a little bit cooler. So I'm going to go around there Monday, sort of late Monday morning, and spend that time with them instead of the early evening, which I'll be very much looking forward to doing that. With my clean clothes, which are in the washing machine at the moment. You know, if I had dirty clothes, let me tell you, his wife would tell me straight away. Oh, why have you come round here in dirty clothes? She'd be sitting there saying while she's producing me another lovely meal in there. Anyway, so that's it. An excellent... Oh, how are we doing? 20. Let's have a look. I've got a couple of things for you to watch today, okay? A short video that I made while I was out doing a mega walk yesterday. I ended up walking 6 miles yesterday, which is the most I've walked in one go. The only thing is I got quite wet. Yeah, there were 3 downpours. The first 2 were okay, but it was the third one. Oh, my God. It absolutely poured down. And there's me hiding under a tree. Actually, I was surprised at how much water or rain a tree stops from falling on your head. I was surprised at that. And these weren't particularly trees with, you know, massive branches and leaves. They were quite small leaves on there, but I was surprised how much water a tree can stop falling on your pretty little heads. Really. So the first one I hid under, That was okay. It wasn't too bad. And I could see someone else. We were out in the forest, you see. I could see someone else a little bit further up with his little girl, I think it was, hiding under another tree. Then the second one, it wasn't too bad, and that was okay. It was the third one. It was the third one. A few drops of water came down. I thought, oh, just a very light shower. I'll carry on. And then it was like someone suddenly turned a tap on. I got so wet. And I did go under a tree. And it's funny, all that expanse of forest, I can walk for ages and see no one. And I saw this tree, and as I ran under it, someone else under that same tree. Isn't that strange and mysterious, boys and girls? Very strange and mysterious. All those dark trees in the forest. I could go anywhere I want. And the rain started chucking it down, boys. Oh, hang on, we want a sound effect for rain. Just a moment, please. Rain. Have we got thunder? No, there wasn't any thunder. Yes, and it must have been the only tree. And there's lots of trees that was surrounded by trees. The only tree, and as I ran from it, it was a tree where someone else had decided to stand under as well. And it was kind of keeping the water off, but I discovered that a blast of wind soon stops that happening. Because the wind comes, and then all the water that the tree has collected on the leaves then gets blown straight at you. So I got absolutely soaked yesterday. Anyway, just as I say, a little video to show you, which some of you may have seen on the Facebook, and my walking map. If you'd like to see those, please, today I will require only 17 likes. 17 likes to see those, boys and girls. Where are the likes? If you're new to the show, the likes are the thumbs up and the thumbs down underneath the little YouTube thing. As if you click the thumbs up, that creates a like. Okay? And when we get to 17 of those, we're at 8 already, actually. Perhaps I was a little bit too generous. Oh, I've done it now. So once we get to 17, I shall show you those little bits and pieces, okay, of my walk yesterday. I've got dinner already on. Yep, that's been on for about 8 hours now in my slow cooker. Oh, yes, my spaghetti arrabbiata. Not with the spaghetti yet. Just the sauce I've got. That's cherry tomatoes. There's a bit of thyme, a bit of oregano, a bit of basil. I've got lazy... Have you used this before? Lazy garlic and lazy chili. It comes in a jar. Oh, how easy is that? You just open the jar and put it in. No need to get nasty little bits on your fingers, although I was crying my eyes out because of the onions. Can't get any frozen onions at the moment. So I've got red onions, and I chopped up 3 of those. Oh, my God, the pain in my eyes. The pain in my eyes there. Good morning to Peter Wright, sending in a super chat this morning. Thank you, Peter. Peter, do you know what the prize is this week, Peter? Do you know yet? Do you know that? We've got, there we are. Actually, you're the first one to do super chats this morning. Hang on, I forgot the colour tickets. Pink, isn't it? Pink. Peter sent in a super chat, and Peter... as you've sent in a £2 super chat, I shall give you 2 free raffle tickets for next week's super chat prize, which is one of our fridge magnets, which you can only win. You can't buy these; you have to win them. Okay, these are probably actually out of everything. These are probably the hardest things to win, I would imagine. So that, and I will also throw in a Super Chatters badge for you to wear proudly when you're working at Wilko. There you go. All right. That's the prize on the Super Chatters raffle. Every time someone sends us a £1 Super Chat, I give... 1 minute. Oh, leave it down there. Every time someone sends in a £1 Super Chat, I will give you a free raffle ticket. £2 Super Chat, 2 raffle tickets, and so on and so forth. If you want to do that, and you haven't got Super Chat, you can always do it on PayPal as well, gang. Okay? That's the thing there. And that, as I say, that's for tips. If you really like it and you desperately want to send me £1, feel free to do so. Either that way, okay, or on the Super Chat. There you go. And then the fridge magnet, we do a Super Chatter raffle. We do a Super Chatter raffle every Thursday, okay? Thursday, we put all those pink tickets together. And those of you that sent Super Chats, go in the raffle, and someone will win a fridge magnet. Is that another one coming in now? That's quick. Hang on a minute. There we go. Blimey, gone mad this morning. Daniel Holmes. Thank you, Daniel. Going mad this morning. Is it that good already? I've only just started. You haven't seen it all yet. You might not like the rest of the show. No refunds. That's the only thing with the super chat thing. I'm going to put you down as Daniel H. All right, Daniel? Just to save a little bit of time on the writing out. The only thing with the super chat is there is no mechanism to return it. You know, so if you're enjoying the show and then I say something that might upset someone, which often happens, which I don't know why it often happens. There you go, 5 for you, Daniel. There you go, 5 for you there, Daniel. All right. Then there is no mechanism in which to return your super chat, especially as YouTube have already taken 30% of that. You know, there you go. All right. PayPal don't take any of it. There you go. There's 5 tickets. Can you see them all? You can see them all there, can't you? What are we doing? 695, 696, 694, 692, and 693. You won't need to remember the numbers of those, okay? I read out the numbers for you next week. Alrighty. So where were we going now? Yep. So the washing's on. I'm pleased about that. We'll be doing my sheets later on. Stuff in the slow cooker. Yes, that was I saying. Easy garlic and easy chili. You just open the jar and put it in. But I was crying my eyes out, cutting these blooming red onions up. And I got peppers in there and sliced mushrooms. I cheated a bit with the mushrooms. Because before I cooked it, I went down to Aldi last night. I got there about 9:15. There must have been 7 of us in the whole shop. 7 of us. And let me tell you, when you go past that store during the morning... Like, sometimes I'll walk that way because there's a post box there. If I'm just putting something in the post box. Adam the plumber, your prize went in the post box yesterday, if you're with us this morning. If I'm walking down to that post box, I do have to walk past Aldi. And the queue, they've got traffic lights outside. Honest, they've got a red and a green traffic light. I suppose when they get enough people in there, then they go and... the light changes red. I'm not quite sure how it works. I have seen the light on red and green, and the queue can be all the way out. What's that noise? Yeah, like a noise going on. I think they're doing some work outside or something. Yeah, the queue can go right the way down past all the other shops. Don't want any of that, thank you very much. So last night I went to Aldi, filled up 3 bags, and then, as is always the case, when I'm on my bicycle, I always seem to buy too much. You know, and it's surprising, actually, the panniers on the back of a bicycle, how much you can actually get in them. I mean, really, you stuff it in there. The best thing to do, really, is take the stuff out of the carrier bags and then put it in the panniers on the back. You get ever so much in there. And I had to put sort of lighter stuff I put in another carrier bag and add that over my handlebars, you know. A couple of the big pots of yoghurt. So I got the stuff there to make my spaghetti arrabbiata, which actually looks like it's done now. I'll leave it in for another couple of hours because obviously a bit early to have lunch, dear. We don't do spicy stuff in the morning, do we? No, we don't. And one of the reasons I went to Aldi, I wanted some of the Quorn sausages because I've run out of those and I want to take some of those up the caravan. Oh, they're lovely. 8 in a bag. Quorn sausages. Although the last lot I had, I think I said there was 16 in there. I don't think there was 16. They wouldn't have got 16 in there. But they were I think there were 14 sausages in there instead of 8. The machine must have gone mad. Chucking out long sausages all over the place. Ah, my idea of heaven, if you ask me. So that was that. Let's see. What else did I buy? Tinned potatoes. I bought some more tinned potatoes. I thought they're always useful to have, aren't they? Remember, gang, we're stocking up for the second wave. We won't want to be going into any shops when the second wave happens. So make sure, stock up now. Don't be going in there when there's those queues of people coming out of the supermarket again, emptying the shelves like blooming locusts. Christ, how much can someone eat in a week? That's what I wondered. All right, do it now. Get few little extra items each time. Second wave comes, you won't need to go to a supermarket. So I thought tinned potatoes I've got there. Mouldy bread, boys and girls. Anyone ever come across mouldy bread? In particular, mouldy sliced bread. So you open... I came across this yesterday. Very rare for this to happen to me. I opened my little plastic bag. Plastic probably was the cause of it, actually, you know, because the air's not getting to it. And the top one had a bit of green mould. Only a little bit, but nevertheless, it was there. There it was. Green bread, my own little penicillin factory, boys and girls. I was going to chop it up and put it in a little jar. And next time I have a sore throat, perhaps I could have eaten that and it would get rid of my sore throat. But what would you do? Because I know my mate would immediately chuck the entire loaf away. I took off that top piece of bread and the rest were perfectly all right. There was nothing wrong with them. There was no smell. There was certainly no green. So I just chucked away that top one, which I hated doing. You know I hate chucking away food. Would you have done the same? Chuck away the top layer and keep the rest of it? It just seems such a waste. It's like with cheese. You know, sometimes you pet cheese, you haven't wrapped it up properly, and that bit on the edge gets really hard, doesn't it? You just take that bit off, or use it for grilling. It's a terrible waste. What would you do to mouldy bread? Would you have chucked the whole loaf away, or just that slice on the top? You know, so I chucked that one away, and I made what did I do? Just a couple of pieces of bread with my dinner yesterday, and that was nice, very nice indeed. It was okay. Now, let's read some of your messages this morning and say hello to people. Morning to Adrian Richardson. Diane Jebb's in the house. Good morning. 16 likes at the moment. Only one more like, and I'll show you my videos this morning. Good morning to Diane Jebb. Jason Hughes. There's Shania. Shania, I've got an idea. Shania, how about, on my Religious Music and Hymns channel, how about hymn request half hour one day? Do you like the sound of that on the Religious Music and Hymns channel? That'll have to be pretty basic, as in mobile phone on tripod. I won't have all the bells and whistles with little videos and things going off on here. You know, what do you think? Hymn request half hour, one Sunday or something. Are you liking the sound of that, Shania? I don't know. Well, maybe not a Sunday, maybe another day. Just a little thing that came into my head. Morning to Dave Holland. Good morning to you, sir. Gary Davidson, hello. George Bond in the house. There's Gavin. Thank you, Gavin. Have you retweeted? You were very late retweeting me this morning, Gavin. I was concerned that you weren't going to retweet me. I do like a retweeting. I wonder if Jan Leeming has popped in on the show yet. Morning to you, Gavin. Morning to Peter Wright. Hello to Fran Green. Dr. Gregorian. Nice and early today. Michael Pullman. Morning to you, sir. Mandy Davenport is there. Morning, Mandy. Excuse me, let me just scroll down. There's Adam the plumber. It is I don't think they're sunflowers. I'm not convinced they're sunflowers. They're very pretty, but I don't think they're quite sunflowers. But I love them. Thank you, Adam. Do they have any other shirts like this in? Is it Asda? Georgia Asda. I just discovered the Asda. Well, it's not really walking. It's not walking distance from it in Winnersh, which is about 15 to 20 minutes drive away. I've just discovered it's open till midnight. I didn't know that. I thought it was 10 o'clock like most of the other places. No, it's midnight, Asda. Morning to Tony King. Who else is there today? Amelia Phillips. Good morning, Amelia. Welcome. Hello to the lovely Denise Andrews. Denise, they're here. They're here. Do you know what my mate said to me? Are they from Lidl? How rude. No, they're not from Lidl. Actually, we have news of the Lidl trainers, boys and girls. Coming up not exclusively, on this show today, news of the Lidl trainers. I am surprised how this show has affected the sales of the Lidl trainers. We only mentioned them yesterday. They've gone mad. The entire world has gone mad for Lidl trainers. The entire mad. Make Lidl famous. That's what we got to do. Lidl trainers matter. Absolutely. We need Lidl trainers. There's a new story coming up on this show today. Thank you, Denise. Your slippers are getting great use. In particular, when I've just had a foot spa. Do you have a foot spa, Denise? Oh, lovely. Because it's nice and soft underneath. The other ones that were like walking on pieces of wood. But I still haven't managed to chuck them away yet. I find great difficulty chucking stuff away. Only boyfriends. I find that quite easy. After half an hour, I've had enough, mate. Bye-bye. Next! Good morning to Park Nest. Our lovely Rachel is there. Morning, Rachel. Hello to you, my dear. All right. John Parrish. Good morning, John. And Sherry as well. Oh, John's still asleep. I mean, for God's sake, man. I thought older people got up earlier. I've certainly got up earlier. Once I reached about 55, I started getting up earlier and earlier for some reason. My friend Ray Reynolds gets up ever so early. He does, because he does. They do a pensioners thing down at his local Tesco's early in the morning, or at maybe B&Q as well, or one or the other. I can't remember. Certainly Tesco's, they do like a pensioner's hour or something like that. He's there at 6 in the morning. I think he said 6. I think he's there at 6 in the morning. He goes in, does all his... He's out by 20 past 6, carrier bags full and out, and hardly anyone in there. How wonderful. I think it's great. And top marks to the supermarkets for doing that. You know, I think that's a blooming great idea. Really. Those people who are a little bit more vulnerable are allowed to go in before the scum descend on these supermarkets. Come on, you don't want to be in there then. Oh, God, dreadful, ghastly people in there. You must avoid them like the plague, my love. And that's it. Morning to Mick Davenport. Morning to you. Let's have a look. Who else is there this morning? Have we said hello to everyone? One moment, please. Michael, is Michael? Michael Lawrence. Good morning, Michael. I see that you're enjoying Gary's British talk show, which if you're ever up a little bit earlier than I'm here, gang, Gary's on, I think, every morning. I don't know if he does Sunday, but he certainly seems to be here Monday to Friday, 8 till 9 o'clock in the morning, and also late night, 10 till 12. He does, his show is mainly messaging, okay? So if you want to send messages and have messages read out all the time, then that's a show you want there. And he's on an hour before me, and at night time usually. Once I finish the bingo or the quiz night on Tuesday, of course, Gary pops on about 10 o'clock. So try that one out, Gary's British Talk Show. Okay. Morning to Joe Woodrove. Morning, Joe. Went to Lidl yesterday, and not one trainer to be seen. Oh no! Don't say that it's another country that's doing it. I hope I'll be able... I'm desperate for a pair of those trainers. I'm going down there tonight, Lidl. Friday night is Lidl night. Good morning to John Glazebrook. Good morning, John. John's got a pub. Are you getting ready to open? Are you opening tomorrow, John? It's in Brixton. Sorry, I can't remember the name. Is it Club Ephra? John's been up since 5 o'clock today. No, the reason John gets up so early is it's excitement. Excitement in wondering what's going to happen in my show. Is that right, John? Is that what it is? Yeah, I know it is. It's all right. There's no need to be embarrassed, darling. John gets excited every morning wondering what's going to happen in my show today. I get excited every morning wondering what's happening in my show today. I do. Morning to Fiona Hunt. Good morning, lovely Fiona. There she is, flying in, darling, on her little Cessna. Morning, Fiona. Who does the maintenance? A little bit of oiling going on, checking those nuts. You don't want a wing falling off, my dear. Please, not while you're flying over my caravan. It's bad enough with the RAF boys. Oh, the noise! Don't know if you know, Fiona, where my caravan is. We're very close to, gosh, what's the name of the place? Rachel, what's the name of the Coningsby? RAF Coningsby. And they practice, the boys from the RAF, they practice, and they fly literally over my caravan. The noise, I love it. Other people, we're trying to have a bit pace and quiet. Oh, I can't stand it. Why did you buy a blooming caravan there, idiot? What are you going to do? What do you think's going to happen? You're going to buy a caravan and they're going to move the planes? I don't think so. Stupid. It's like those people, I was talking about this last week, weren't we? These people that go and buy a little cottage or bungalow in a village. No, city people. Oh, city, they don't wash. They stink, don't they? City people. They just smell of fumes and dirt, don't they? And they drop the rubbish everywhere, don't they? Aren't they awful, ghastly people? I don't think I like anyone, really, come to think of it. Maybe great nieces and nephews. That's about it. I don't really like anyone. They buy their little bungalow and they're sleeping on a Sunday, and then the church bell. Ow, what's the church bells? We didn't have church bells when we lived in East London. No, you didn't. You had you had that, didn't you? Didn't have the church bells. Ow, how do we stop the church bells? I'm going to write to the council. And then they get in the local paper. Cow, why did you move there in the first place then, idiots? Why are the planes flying over? There. There won't be enough space for your Cessna, Fiona. You won't have enough space for that, my love. Not with those planes flying. They're a little bit faster than yours. It's no use putting your foot down trying to catch up with them. It won't happen, my love. And they do these acrobats right over my caravan. I always, as soon as I can hear the RAF planes coming towards me, I'm straight out there in a pair of tight pants. Oh, hello, boys. Good morning, Fiona. Michael Lawrence, I know who's on other channels. Don't you worry. I know who's on other channels. I think it's great. You must support all other channels. Absolutely. You must. Very important. We all do our own thing. Every channel you watch is different. That's the beauty of this whole YouTube thing. You can find someone young and cute, I expect. That's probably why you're watching this channel now. You want to look at someone young and cute. That's what it is. There are other channels of older looking people. You take your pick. We all do our own different thing. Some people, there's someone, and I'm still waiting for the names. I mean, I'm taking names. There's someone on Gary's British talk show who doesn't, can you believe that, doesn't like my voice. And I quote, she doesn't, is this she? Don't know who it is. Is this she? She doesn't like my voice, apparently. Isn't that awful? Can you believe that? God, I can sit there for hours watching myself on the television. Hours. I said, oh, I don't watch that. I don't like his voice. How rude. Very rude. I thought it would be Scampton. No, it's Coningsby. I'm sure it's Coningsby. It's known as RS Coningsby. I've been there. There's when we do the show from Lincolnshire next week, you'll see the start video. Try and get here early. The start video includes an RAF plane come down there. I'm sure it's Coningsby. Oh, hang on a minute. We've just scrolled down a little bit too much there. 1 second. Gary doesn't do shows on a Sunday. Okay. John. Chris, up early, running to the kitchen to see your face on my clock. Yeah, John running with our clocks. We haven't got any at the moment. Yes. No clocks available at the moment. Something else is coming, though. She rang me yesterday, the person who I ordered the item from. All I will say, very useful in hot weather. That's all I'm saying. Very useful in hot weather. New prizes are coming. These will be the main bingo prize, a super draw prize, and a super chatters prize. That's what's coming. Very nice indeed as well. They are being made as the photo has been sent off to the proof. Unfortunately, this new item, and I know you're going to be absolutely devastated by this, the new item that is coming cannot include a picture of my face. How sad is that? Huh? However, it does include a picture of our wonderful United Kingdom Talk television logo. There it is. It will include that on the side. On the side, breaker on the side, 1414 for a copy. Okay? So new prizes are coming. Good morning to Ray Reynolds. I won't be booking a slot for drinking in pubs. £5 a pint, they can stick it, staying in and counting my money. Oh, what about all those people that will lose their jobs, Ray, because you're not in there drinking? Very, very selfish, Ray. Very, very selfish. Good morning to you. Right, let's just scroll down a little bit there. Chatting away to each other. Excellent. Good. Righty-ho. Good. Excellent. Lidl trainers. Yeah, I cannot believe it. We seem to have affected the sales of Lidl's trainers on this show. As you well know, I mentioned it yesterday and the day before. Well, check this out now. In the Super Sora way, Daily Mirror this morning. The colourful... Oh, do I still have the picture up there? Yes, I do. Here we are. Lidl trainers. Come on, you want a pair of those? I must have a pair of those. It says in the Daily Mirror this morning, the colourful Lidl shoes have sparked huge queues and mass scrambles when they went on sale, social distancing or not, and within hours were being sold online for astonishing markups. These are the new Lidl trainers. Oh, I love them. I love them. Clever shoppers are cashing in on the wild popularity of Lidl's new £14. I thought they were 12. Clever shoppers are cashing in on the wild popularity of Lidl's new £14 trainers, selling them for as much as £450 online. Wow. Wow. That's more than I'll ever get in Super Chats in a year. I've got to get a pair and put them on eBay and see what happens. Let's have a look. Shall I have a look for you? Shall I have a look? Shall I have a look? eBay. eBay. One moment, please. Lidl. Lidl. Trainers. Lidl trainers. There we are. Oh, 24, 51. 110! Who's going to spend that on a pair of trainers? 110. Someone's got them on the 40, £42. 110, 74, 99, £80, £80. Can't believe this. 120 quid, 290 quid. I'm not joking. This is what these little trainers are. 2,050 quid. Who's going to buy them? And they've had 30 bids. 30 bids, 51 quid, 104. I'm not going to be able to get any of these today, am I? I will not be able to get any of these today. Wow. Wow. God. Go on, get down to your Lidl now. Blimey, the blue, yellow and red shoes were launched in stores overseas this April and proved far more popular than anyone predicted. Featuring the Lidl logo as part of their design, they are now fetching up to 30 times their original price on sites like eBay. Here we go. Unfortunately, British people looking to make money from the deal might struggle after the supermarket said the shoes won't be sold in the UK anytime soon. Oh, no, I'm so disappointed. It's the colour. It's the colour. And I can understand, young people, young lads, it'll be the logo that puts them off there, I think. Ow! Okay, I can't see my younger nephew Jimmy buying a pair of those. It's the colour, isn't it? It's such wonderful colours. The popularity of the colourful shoe was evident from the moment they went on sale, with shoppers queuing for hours to get hold of a pair in Finland. One customer said everyone lined up normally. At exactly 8 a.m. they run or quickly walked to the shop and the sneakers shelf emptied in less than 10 seconds. Another described people as on top of each other as the seller shouted, "Remember the social distance." As the madness intensified, one person even listed a pair on the Finnish auction site Tori for £5,400. They're desperate to get their hands on these. Adam says, if you do get some, size 10, please. I'll keep an eye out, Adam. I'm not hopeful. They're now telling us you can't get them. How disappointing. John Glazebrook says, I wouldn't wear them if you paid me. Really? Well, I've seen some of the stuff you wear, John. Blimey. I just understood that managers of pubs should look fairly smart. Why do you always come in as an old tramp, dear? Huh? I mean, the other day, I mistaken you once for Jeremy Corbyn. If it wasn't the fact that you didn't have a beard. Just trampish, dear. Please dress up if you're coming to my events. I've had an idea for the karaoke, actually. I've had an idea. I don't think we're allowed to do it, but how difficult it is, right? So you have a microphone. Now, have I got this thing here? No. You will see if you've ever watched music videos, okay, that they have like a microphone, not like this. They have a £10,000 microphone. This is not £10,000. If this was £10,000, I would have nicked this out and gone out the door, mate. I'm telling you that now. So they have a microphone and they have like a grill in front of it like that. Okay? So I would imagine that would protect the microphone from evil viruses. So, number one, you tell me what you think, John. Number one, no touching the microphone. They've got to stand there in one position and sing like that. Number two, to protect everyone else from powerful singing. Not everyone sings powerful. DJ Chris, as you know, he doesn't have a very powerful voice. I don't mean that as a disrespectful thing at all. He just doesn't have a powerful voice. Certain people don't have powerful voices. Your Matt has a very powerful voice. Ray Reynolds has a very powerful voice. And when you've got a powerful voice, more stuff is coming out your mouth at a faster velocity, isn't it? Really. You know, and that's the problem. What if, so you got your microphone there and your microphone like that. What if then you got like a plastic screen? Okay. Oh, what's happened now? What's happened? I've just lost everything. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, I just lost all my news stories then for a moment. Everything disappeared off the screen. What if you got a plastic screen, like top to bottom, okay? So, I mean, you'd have to have it fairly high for tall people. So say it was, I mean, no one's 7 foot, are they? 7 foot high and in like a triangle. So it would be like this, okay? In front of the mic, top to bottom, like that, or like that, okay? And the person could then stand in that, surrounded by clear perspex, and sing. Surely that would be fine. And then, between every singer, and this would take a matter of seconds, between every singer, you've got your antiviral spray. I don't know. I think they're 2 different sprays. I found an antivirus spray the other day in Lidl, and I bought 2 bottles of that, which were, of course, more expensive than the normal bleach spray. I don't know if just bleach would do it. Then you could give it, just spray the screen quickly and then move on to the next one. Would take a matter of seconds. Surely that would work, wouldn't it? When you think about it. Anything that's coming out your mouth will get stuck on that screen, won't it? Now, and between everyone, I would spray both the thing in front of the microphone and the plastic. I mean, you'd be better off with glass, to be honest. That would be a lot easier. Glass, you can just clean that. Plastic can be a little bit scratchy sometimes, can't it? But you could have that like that, and surely that something like that would work, wouldn't it? Or even if you didn't want plastic, you'd have like the plastic thing there, and have like perhaps some sort of cling film what you pull down, right? And then when you've finished singing, you pull down another bit, tear off that one, throw that away. Next singer, please. Would that work? I think that would work. I'm sure that would work. Dave says a pair of trainers with Chris's photo on. That might be quite nice. A pair of United Kingdom Talk trainers. I bet they'd cost a lot to do. The screen in front of the mic is for acoustic purposes. Yes, of course it is, Parknest. But it would also be very good at stopping viruses getting onto that thing, wouldn't it? You could replace that with one of those medical grade filters. I'm sure that would probably stop the volume as well coming through so much. But you just turn it up a little bit. As long as someone hasn't got a very quiet voice, and in which case you turn the music down a bit. We're never going to be able to have the levels of music that we had before, I don't think. Certainly not for the moment. Anyway, just an idea there that I came across. What else have we got here this morning? I was I was fascinated yesterday to find on the news that criminals have their own mobile phone network. Well, I never knew this. That was a real eye-opener. Did you see this on the news last night? That was a real eye-opener, that was. They had their own operating system on mobile phones. So they thought they can't be detected. Ha! Unlucky, boys and girls. Guess what? The police sussed you lot out and they've all been nicked. Good. There was one, I did feel sorry for him. They had one criminal on the telly last night. I think they broke into his house, with those things that they smashed down doors with. They got in the house, dragged this bloke out, and he's walking to the police car in his underpants. Good. Bye-bye. Another piece of scum in prison. And the Sun is reporting on this. I never ever knew this was even possible. UK cops have cracked a murky phone system thought to be unhackable as part of a huge operation that has resulted in the arrest of more than 700 suspected major criminals. Well done, police. Well done, boys and girls. Well done. Another few scumbags off the street. The mysterious mobile called EncroChat. Did anyone know about this? I was absolutely fascinated when this came on the telly last night. The mysterious mobile called EncroChat costs upwards of £3,000 a year, this particular phone, and offers an instant messaging service that until recently was thought to be safe from the prying eyes of law enforcement officers. Marked as the world's most secure handset, the device is popular among hitmen, drug lords and other major criminals. That's because it purports to allow crooks to plot illegal schemes with no fear that their conversations will be exposed. Built by mysterious Dutch tech firm EncroChat, the phones typically take the form of customised BlackBerry or Android handsets. So that's what they look like. Do you remember the old BlackBerry? That was popular with young people, BlackBerry, wasn't it? The firm's website gloats that its tech gives users the electronic equivalent of a regular conversation between two people in an empty room. Each mobile comes loaded with a special operating system, brimming with encrypted messaging apps and anti-hacking tools. Encryption jumbles messages in transit and is widely accepted to be one of the best ways of hiding from online snoopers. Who's snooping at the moment? We are snooping. We are Pearl Snoops down the end there. 3 doors away. Babe Station Pearl. Her curtain's always twitching. Used to be twitching when I used to come home with someone else every night from a club. Who was that, Chris? Just a friend. Oh, so long ago. Services like WhatsApp typically use encryption to stop hackers from reading your messages, but the feature also locks out the police on these particular things. Encrypted phones like the Encro are legal, and some have legitimate applications such as protection from cyber crooks. So there we are. I mean, it's just amazing. I never knew that. In addition, some come with a self-destruct burn time feature for messages that erases all texts shortly after they've been sent, according to the Liverpool Echo there. Earlier yesterday, it emerged that 746 suspected Major League villains were rounded up after the EncroChat system was hacked by law enforcement agents. Well done, boys and girls. Fantastic news. A total of 746 Mr. and Mrs. Biggs have been arrested across Britain since the beginning of April after the EncroChat system was sorted. They reckon around what's happened now? Around 200 potential murders and kidnappings have been prevented as cops listened into gangsters using Aquarius smartphones to allegedly order executions of rivals on the phone and messaging chat system. Good God, my word. And I saw actually on the news they had this big table laid out with money. Millions and millions and millions of pounds that had been got from these people's houses. Amazing. Amazing. But I never knew such a thing existed. Never knew that sort of thing existed. Good morning to LaBelle. Morning, LaBelle, your emerald-eyed swan of magic with apparently sunflowers. I don't think these are sunflowers. Adam convinces me they are sunflowers. So there we are this morning. Right, John's back from Sainsbury's. Fresh bread and cookies out of the oven. That sounds nice. Very, very nice, my dear. Very, very nice indeed. Good morning to Ronai. Morning, Ronai. All right, welcome, Ronai. Okay, let's show you these two little videos this morning. As I say, I went for a long walk yesterday. It's a wonderful walk, actually, when the sun's out. Not so much fun when the rain. But actually, I did get very wet on that third downpour. But, you know, the sun came out. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow will be nice. Or whatever the words are. Yeah, I got quite wet under the tree. And it's funny, actually, when you're looking out, under the tree. What seems to happen is that when it's raining, the tree protects you from the rain. When the rain finishes, the water keeps coming down because it's dripping off the trees, and you have to watch out. And I'm looking out, I'm getting still wet. I'm thinking, there's no water dropping on the floor now. And I stepped out from the tree and it had stopped. And I must admit, within 10 minutes, the sun, the cloud disappeared, right? The rain stopped. And within a couple of minutes, the sun came out. And within 10 minutes, I was bone dry anyway. Was bone dry. But first of all, I'll show you the map that I walked on yesterday. Or a map of the trip. You'll see it was quite a long walk. 6 miles, this one. Here we go. 6 miles. And there's a few pictures in there of my journey. Okay, there we go. Look at that. There's a pond there. You're going to see the pond in a minute in another little short video that I made. This is my whole... That was a very steep hill, I tell you that now. You can see the steep hill on the little map at the bottom there. And a couple of pictures here of that there. Some little flowers, little white things, little yellow things. Beautiful, look. That's the sort of last path on my way back down and out of the forest. And there I am at the top of my road, knackered. So quite a long... There you go. That's 6.2 miles. How's that, eh? About 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, that one, which I really, really enjoyed that walk, I must say. Even when I was getting wet and I thought, oh, I don't want to be here now. And as soon as it stopped, I carried on and it was fine. So lovely. Was there a rainbow? There was no rainbow, Dave. No rainbow there at all. Okay. Andy says it looks lovely. I love the countryside. Yeah, me too, Andy. I love it. There's no way I'd ever want to live in a city again. Where I am here in Bracknell, we're a large town, but I'm out in the middle of it, and you've seen what it's like here. I'm surrounded by pine trees. Outside it. Oh, you can't see. It's too white now, isn't it? Bit too white out there. But I'm surrounded by pine trees here. I could go a step further, sell up here and go to Lincolnshire if I wanted to. Or even go another step further than that and go go to somewhere like the Scottish Highlands. I think that's a very, very beautiful place, the Scottish Highlands. Little place on its own. Beautiful. Beautiful. Morning to Colin K. Hello, Colin. Anyway, so that's the map. I also created a little video while I was out yesterday. Those of you that are on my Facebook will have already seen that. I'm fully aware not everyone's on the Facebook. So here is a little 3 or 4 minute video of where I went to yesterday. So this is halfway during the journey. I get here, then I start making my way back, all right? Have a look at this. All right. It's Thursday afternoon. I'm just on one of my sort of longer walks, one of my mega walks. Going to be a 2-hour job, this one, I think, and I'm about halfway through it now. I left the house and it was lovely and sunny, to be honest. Now it keeps raining, but I'm surprised. It's not raining. The sun's come back out now, just as I'm talking to you. Look at that. It must be you. Is it you? Is it you? Must be you. And when the rain comes down, I just go under one of the trees. And it's surprising how much water or how much rain a tree stops coming down on you. So it's well worth doing, unless, of course, it's lightning, in which case, get on low ground or something. Anyway, as I say, I'm about halfway through now, and I'm just coming up to Mill Pond in Swinley Forest. And there's a cyclist coming along here. Just coming along to Mill Pond, which is in Swinley Forest. So I thought you might want to come and have a little look at the forest, at the pond. Very pretty. Have a little look to the right-hand side, and then you can just see that nestled in the trees. The beauty of it here is that it's not accessible by cars. There's no large car park. The only way you can do this is to park about 45 minutes walk away and then walk, or so I'm not sure you're allowed to cycle along. I did just see a cyclist, as you saw. I'm not sure you're supposed to cycle along here, but the only real way to get here is to get out your car in the car park, which is about 45 minutes walk away from this, and then walk down, and peace and quiet, which is what we like. Just come down here a little bit. I don't think there's any ducks or anything like that in here. They've got these lilies growing there, although they're not flowering. Don't see it. Oh yes, you can see flowers. Yes, you can. I'll see if I can get a little bit closer to one of those, but look at that. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get close to one of the lilies. Maybe if I walk over there a bit. Well, this is the closest I can get. You can just about see the little petals of the lilies there, can't you? And I'm kind of standing on a bit of wood here, which is a little bit. I could go in at any moment there, and there we are, just coming round against the rest of the lake. Beautiful, and now the sun's coming out, and again, just gets better and better. Have a good afternoon. And I thought I'd just swing round to the other side. That's the path I would walk down to continue on my journey. And on the other side is a big open field, which you'll see through the trees there. Just come around a little bit more. There you go. All right. Isn't that lovely? And it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful and nice there to just be walking around. And at that point, it was really nice and sunny. It was a little bit later on that we carried on the walk. I was actually on a main path. And of course, on the main path, there weren't too many trees sort of with lots of leaves. They tended to be the pine trees, and they don't really give you much protection from the water. But there you go. All right. Good morning to Juan Carlos Lopez. Good morning to you. Is it a secret cannabis place? No, Juan. I wouldn't stand the smell. Do the plants actually smell as bad as when people are smoking that marijuana stuff? Oh, I can't bear the smell. Can't bear the smell of that. But do the plants smell the same? Do they, if you sort of rub the leaves? You know, because some leaves have got a certain smell, haven't they? Some is quite nice. There's those weeds that grow around here. Claire knows the one. And they've got little pink flowers. And when you pull those up, they seem to spread so easily. And they stink when you pull them up. It's awful. Awful. I see John Parrish has made it out of his bed at last. Out of his coffin. Congratulations, John, on waking up for another morning. Morning to you. Dear me. Ronnie says 6 miles is great. It was a lovely walk. You don't need to go too fast, you know. Just, as I say, about 2.5 hours. I left here 11:30, 12:30, and I got back just before 2 o'clock. I was quite hungry then, so I done me dinner. That's when you don't want to have crisps in the house, when you've done something like that. Yeah. All righty, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. How about a new flavour breakfast cereal? Are you liking the sound of this? In the Daily Mirror this morning, Kellogg's Chucker Onion Flavour Cornflakes. Ooh, I don't know about that. They're being sold in Korea after fans of the popular breakfast cereal voted for the eye-watering, bizarre new flavour. Now, I know some people. Joey Millen, he's never with us in the morning, is he, Joey Millen? Because he don't get up till like 2 in the afternoon. For his breakfast, he might have like soup or something. No, it's not right, is it? Is it? It says in the Daily Mirror, it's enough to make you weep. Kellogg's has launched an onion flavour breakfast cereal 16 years after the bizarre idea won a controversial poll. Boxes of Chaka Flakes, they're called, sold out in 2 days as cereal fans hailed a win for democracy following a long campaign for Kellogg's to honour a 2004 pledge. The firm had asked shoppers in Korea to vote for a new flavour, chocolate checky cereal or green onion chaka. Koreans went against the grain and plumped for onion-flavoured cornflakes. Oh, I don't know. But amid claims of vote rigging, Kellogg's deleted thousands of votes and Checky, the chocolate flavour one, won. An outcry ensued. But Kellogg's has bowed to public pressure and apologised for the delay in its TV campaign. A spokeswoman said, "We never expected customers would be interested, but every time we had promotional events, online communities asked for it." Chaka boxes show a victorious giant green snack bursting out of a bowl as rival Checky quivers behind. So Chaka and Checky. A fan said the cheating force of Checky was ousted and Mr. Chaka's 16-year-old struggle has come to an end. So there you go. Would you like onion-flavoured cornflakes? Mind you, there's been some very strange flavours mixed together over the years. If you go into Waitrose, Heston, Heston, Bloomin, whatever his name is, Heston, that chef Heston, he often puts strange flavours together. He bought out hot cross buns that were the flavour of what's it called now? Oh God, Bakewell tart flavoured hot cross buns, which I tried and hated, I must admit. And then he bought out this biscuity ice cream, which was, it was expensive, 10 quid this was. It was a long thing, 10 quid. Absolutely delicious. But that went, not many people bought it. I thought it was lovely. And people do try mixing different things together, don't they? You know, chefs and companies, like sweet chocolate. Who ever thought you'd be able to buy chili chocolate? Have you ever had that? So you eat this chocolate and you think, well, I can't taste the chili. Then you finish it and then you can feel the chili in your mouth. It's quite nice. Different flavours and things. What sort of flavour cornflakes would you like to be bought? Huh? Like anything like that at all? Instead of cornflakes, I have Daniel's flaky corns. Is that what you have there? Ronnie would take a box to a theatre on that first day, or you don't want to kiss anyone after they've had a kebab. Oh, that's vile. Or been sick. The times I saw that, I'd be working at Bluches. It often happened in Bluches. These beautiful girls would come in all dressed up, beautiful ladies, young ladies. And as the time went on, you know, I'd get there, do my DJ, and come out of there, and I'd pass those same girls in the street, chucking up in the gutter, sitting on the gutter. And then they'd try and kiss their boyfriends. Oh, no! Ronnie says, I'd rather eat my scab collection. Peter Wright doesn't like the sound of it either. Neither does Joe. No, I can't see that. Flavoured cornflakes. Do you want anything? What sort of flavour would you want? Well, chocolate flavoured cornflakes. That might work. Do they have those already? Chocolate flavoured cornflakes. They must have those somewhere. Not Cocoa Pops. That's a different thing. Or we have, of course, sugar-coated cornflakes known as Frosties with Terry the Tiger. They're great. That one. John loves crunchy nut cornflakes. There's another one there. Different flavours of cornflakes. How about orange cornflakes? That would work, wouldn't it? Orange or apple cornflakes, something like that, with a flavour on it like that. Marmite cornflakes, Dave Holland suggests. Perhaps. Marmite cornflakes. That sound nice. Fiona wants me to come to Ireland. That would be a good idea. Fiona, perhaps you could come and pick me up in your little plane. How much landing space do you need, my darling? We could just close. I could just close the M3. You could pick me up from there if you want to, my love. Well, I'll wait till there's an accident on there. There is often one, and that's where the police would close it off, and then while that accident has taken place, you know, you can land in front of the accident, so we've got a clear runway, and off we go. Take me over to your house in Ireland. If you ever go across, and there's only the 40 shades of green. I like that one. 40 shades of green. Do you like that one? Would you like me to sing that today? 40 Shades of Green. I like that song. Is it Tony the Tiger? What did I say, Terry? Tony the Tiger. How about not eating processed cereal? Have a grapefruit, says Ron. No, I can't have grapefruit. I can't have grapefruit. That's the only thing they've told me not to eat when having my pills. Yes, no grapefruit for me. Cola flavoured cornflakes, says Fiona. Ooh, don't know about that. Cola flavoured cornflakes. You could come and pick me up, Fiona, couldn't you? Oh, there'd be a little. I tell you, we have what's the airport near here? Blackbush. Blackbush Airport is the one near me. Hey, how much does it cost to land there? Do you have to pay every time you land somewhere? I suppose you do, like a parking fee, is it? How much is it to land at sort of Blackbush? Well, let me have a look. I wonder if I can find that out. Is it landing fees? Fees, Blackbush Airport. Do they charge you for the amount of time you're there? Just like a parking ticket on a car? Charges and fees. Here we are, Blackbush Airport. I mean, I don't mind paying that bit for you, my love. Well, their fuel. What sort of fuel do you use? I'll give you an update on all the prices here, Fiona, so you can prepare. You know, obviously, I will reimburse you for the landing fees and the parking charges and the fuel. So, what fuel do you want first? If you tell me the exact type of fuel, I can read that off here. Credit account, aircraft parking. Where's it? Oh, it doesn't say. Airport charges. Oh, here we are. Blackbush Airport price list, including VAT. Do you have to pay VAT, my love? Here we go. So, oh, I need to know how much your aircraft weighs as well. How much does it weigh? Let me provide you with... Well, you could have an annual landing card if you want to visit regularly. But I need to... How much does your aircraft weigh? Or does that... Do you have to weigh the whole thing with people on it? Or just the aircraft, Fiona? Let's see. Wait till what she says. Your ho. You know it, homie. Homie. What's a homie? Snort your cereal, Fiona. Be careful, Juan. Am I a homie? Watch out, Juan. People are standing by now, watching your messages now. Leave that. Let that one go, people. Let's see what he does next. All right, give everyone everyone deserves a chance. Everyone deserves a chance. Come on, Fiona. I need to know the weight of your plane. I don't know if they go by the weight of the plane or the weight of the whole thing. With like you would probably add £2 onto the weight of the plane, and then me would add on £500 onto the weight of the plane. So I'll wait for that one. Wait to see what she says there. Good morning to Ross Patzout. Morning, Ross. Ross is an internet radio presenter. He does an excellent show, very friendly show on Reach, and I'm there sometimes, Ross, on my smart speaker. Because you're on at 10 o'clock at night, aren't you? My smart speaker. Alexa, play Reach on air. Yes. He's joined a bit late watching Boris on LBC. I don't listen to LBC at all anymore. Not at all. There's a good-looking bloke on there, actually. I lie. 10 o'clock sometimes I listen. Now, what's his name? There's a lad. He's a lad on LBC late at night, 10 till 1. Quite like him. Can't remember his name now. He's been watching Boris on LBC. I could ask Boris and Nick Ferrari, wait until you were finished, but they said no. How rude. Right, 757 kilograms her plane weighs. Right, let's just have a quick look at that. Let me give you the 756 kilograms. One moment, please. Sorry to keep you waiting, boys and girls. It's very important. 756 kilograms. Oh, you're just over the cheapest one. Right, so the prices I've got, it's a touch and go is £10.80. What's that? What's a touch and go? I don't know what that is. A touch and go. Touch and go is £10.80. A visitor is £18. Home-based or fuel pickup, £14.40. There you go. They're the prices there. And the fuel, what fuel does has she said what fuel she takes yet? Nope, she hasn't said what fuel she takes yet. Okay. Right, so the fuel prices there are, you can have Avgas 100 LL, 138 a litre. Avgas UL91, 145 a litre. Jet A1, 48 pence a litre, or Jet A1 Uplifts, 750 litres, 45 pence a litre, plus VAT. There you go. They also do a rotors running refuelling. Wow. Oh, that must be the touch and go then, I would imagine, where you just pop down, get your fuel, and off you go again. So you can go on long journeys. Blackbush Airport. When are you coming, my love? I've got my diary ready. I will wear a face mask. Don't worry. I've got face mask ready. Michael O'Leary said it'd be all right with a face mask on. If you want, I could order a hazmat suit so I can be completely enclosed in your little aeroplane. There you go. I've got my diaries ready. I've only got one thing on my diary. I've got to give my solar reading on Monday the 13th. I have to give my solar reading in. Huh? I'm ready. What date? When are you coming? And how much will I have to pay you for that? See, I've got my own jet now. Wouldn't it be marvellous? Fiona's coming over in her Cessna. Anyone else got a jet? They'll all be sending you private messages. Can you pick me up as well? No! Too late. Oh, sorry, Joe. Have I set off your Amazon devices? I beg your pardon. John says, Sherry has asked me to give you your noise selections. What What's this one? Right, what's that? What am I doing? Okay, you ready? You have to guess what I'm doing. What is that? What is that noise from? See if you can guess. There's no prizes, just for fun. All right. Have you listened to Times Radio yet? Yes, I have, Dave. It's great. But it seems very like it's a sister station to Talk Radio. They're almost identical, but with different presenters. So you do get a different thing. I think it's great. You know, you could have like 10 talk stations all doing the same thing. But of course, different presenters would have a different voice. And that's the wonderful thing about that. I quite like it, Times Radio. I'll probably have that on when I go up to Lincolnshire on Sunday night, probably. All right. Not a washing machine. Correct, John Parrish. Correct. Round of applause for John Parrish. It is a tube train. A tube train. Congratulations, John Parrish. Well done. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shut up. It's a tube train. You know, sometimes you're sitting there in a tube station. You know, everything's quiet, and there's just that quiet, like electrical noise, like a humming noise, and then suddenly the tube train starts making that noise. What is that noise? What is it doing? Why does it do that? What is that noise? What is it actually doing? That's what I want to know. We need to write immediately to London Transport. I'm sure illustrious Mayor Sadiq Khan will be able to answer inclusively and very accurately that question. What is the noise on a London Transport tube train? I want to know what that is. Congratulations to Christopher Woodhouse, who's managed to drag his sorry arse out of bed. 10 to 10, Chris. Look, I mean, the day has practically gone, my dear. What a shame you weren't here earlier. We gave away a holiday for 2 in Cyprus, complete with £2,000 spending money. Shame you weren't here earlier, really. Juan says it sounds electrical. Yes, I'll go along with that, Juan. But what is it actually doing? I don't know what that noise it's doing there. Milk, not a milk float, no. Fiona, we could play Guess the Sound on your quiz. That's quite good, actually. Guess that could go for a music round, couldn't it? I could do various things, and you have to guess what I'm doing. What am I doing? What am I doing now? What am I doing now? What am I doing now? Any idea? Any idea what that is? Not a washing machine, Mick Davenport. No, Rachel. Not hoovering. Not hoovering. Juan lives at the end of a runway. That makes me almost a pilot, but not quite. Not like Fiona. She's got her own plane. Or her own little Cessna. Flying around the world. Touch and go landing or circuit is a manoeuvre. Or we're not going to go upside down off with Fiona. I can't be having any of that, my love. I don't want to start doing loop-the-loops. No, thank you, darling. Just a nice, smooth ride. And please be away from any of those wind currents going up. They frighten me. You fly. Oh, it's quite nice, smooth. Like that, up you go in the air. Homie is a member of your gang. Juan, you have gang tattoo on foot. Have you got a gang? Are you a member of a gang? Oh, dear. Are you wearing pants? Do you want me not to then, Juan? Do you? Do you want me to do a show with no pants on? Let me give you the details of my cam. What's that called? My OnlyFans. Do you want my OnlyFans account number? I do special shows on there. Christopher Woodhouse had to go to the opticians. My glasses were not right. They had to go back to be redone. I should think so with the amount you paid for those, dear. You want to get a pair of these? 4 for £10 on Amazon. Glasses. 4 for £10 on Amazon. Brilliant, my love. One moment, please. Daniel says it sounds like the train is recharging the air compressors. See, I don't know anything technical like that, I'm afraid. Don't really know that. No, not Morse code. I hear where you're coming from, John. No, more simpler than that. Not Morse code. Anything else? Not Morse code. Anything else? Do it, Sherry. When you go around the shop later, do it. Stand close to someone and go, ow, 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 ow. That's actually a seagull. That one was taught to me by my niece, Tracy. Any idea? Morning, Maureen. It's a pen tapping on a desk. There you go. Pen tapping on a desk. Okay. Amazon man, I love this. Daily Mirror this morning. Mum Lynn was left baffled when she witnessed an Amazon delivery driver sprint away from her home in footage recorded by the front door camera. You've got to get a front door camera. Everyone's got these front door cameras now. You know, someone says to me, oh, that won't stop anyone breaking into your house. You're quite right. You know, you cannot stop anyone breaking into your house if they really, really want to. What it will do is stop the silly little criminals, you know, the little boys. And they do tend to be little boys who think they got an easy, oh, look, you know, there's something in that window. Ah, there's a camera. I'll move to the next one. That's what it stops. The silly little boy, not the proper criminals, you know, who know how to get around things. It stops the silly little boys getting away. But so why can everyone see your camera? Well, that puts people off, I think. If they can see the camera, that puts people off. I would always advise for you to have one that you can see and one or two that are hidden, which I have. A couple of hidden cameras, boys and girls. You know. So when they think they've got past that one, the other one gets them that they can't see. All right. Anyway, this lady was baffled when she witnessed an Amazon delivery driver sprint away from her home in footage recorded by the front door camera. She had received a notification through her Nest doorbell while she was out that somebody had been to the door, and the device also sends her footage for home monitoring and security. The video she was sent had no audio, but when she returned home, she reviewed the full clip to work out why the driver had fled so quickly after the weird incident. And she quickly learned her young son had been behind it, having snuck a very unique set of delivery instructions onto the Amazon order. Before the order went out for delivery, under a box titled, "Do we need any additional instructions to find the address?" her son had written, "No, but knock on the door 3 times and scream abracadabra as loud as you can and run super fast away." Incredibly, the clip shows the woman place the package on the porch before banging on the door 3 times and screaming the magical phrase before jumping down the steps and sprinting back to her van, exactly as instructed. I love it. We do like pieces with we like. Do you know what? I love a sense of humour. I was watching BBC Breakfast this morning, and they were interviewing one of the politicians, right? And the politician shoved a couple of funnies in. I can't remember who was hosting it. Was it Dan this morning? He just wouldn't go along with it. And I'm like, for Christ's sake, man, where is your sense of humour? He said, do you think you should be joking about something as serious as this virus? And I'm thinking, oh, you stuck-up twat, I thought to myself. Give the man a bit of leeway. This politician, I can't remember who it was now, was trying to have anyone see that this morning? He was trying to have a little bit of a joke. And no, his face didn't crack at all, the interviewer. I thought, you miserable git. I see the funny side of everything. I've told you that now. Anyway, good on her. I think that Amazon driver's excellent. Apparently, my youngest son had put some additional instructions for delivery and she went along with it. It made her smile, even though my son shouldn't have done that. It's hilarious. I do appreciate that the driver looked closely enough at the instructions, though, because I know a lot of people wouldn't. So that's fantastic, that story, isn't it? Eh? Perhaps we should try something like that. Rachel's husband got her the Ring doorbell. Was that for your birthday, I think, Rachel, wasn't it? I remember seeing that. Are you pleased with it? Oh, it's nearly peels time. Thank you. John Aitken is head of medication on this channel, boys and girls. All right. Can't tell that. Sorry, Fiona. I'd usually mute the button when I blow my nose. Apologies there, my darling. Mixed houses like Fort Knox, closed circuit television, dogs, and then Mandy. No one dare come within 10 feet of our house. Now all you need is Mandy there. You're wasting your money on the other stuff, mate. Ross, is one of your hidden cameras one of them webcams that you use to leave streaming on your old website? Oh my God, where's my tissue? Oh dear, where's my tissue gone? Something just came out my nose then. Isn't that awful? 1 minute. Oh, I'll just mute this. Sorry about that, gang. A moment of unprofessionalism there. Is one of your... No, you're quite right, Ross. I used to leave a webcam... I think it was pointing outside, streaming on this... What was it called? Cam... What was that site called, actually? What was that website called? Camerades, wasn't it? Camerades. Are they still going? Let's have a look. Camerades. And you could go on there. Camerades. Don't know if that's still there. Camerades. There it is. Camerades. Hang on. Welcome to No, it's not there. Camerades. No, Camerades. No, it's gone. I think maybe they're not there anymore. That was years ago, that was, wasn't it? When we first have webcams, eh? And the picture was a bit pixelated, but it kind of worked. Look what we got now, Ross. High definition webcams. Who would ever have thought we got this far? And we'll have holograms one day. I think it's fantastic. This camera will actually do 4K. Unfortunately, it's quite a good computer in here, but it will not keep up with it. It won't keep up with the 4K, unfortunately. If I was to set it to 4K, it would start going all funny. And I can't even set it to 60 frames a second. Not that you need it when you're sitting here. I did try 60 frames a second up at the caravan, and the computer was whirring away. Really, the fan started speeding up and everything. Don't really need it. I'm dribbling again. Yeah, I know. Adam's just going back yesterday. Your broken super chatter jar. This has now been sorted. Oh, you haven't sent me a new jar, have you really, Adam? Oh, you are naughty, dear. Oh, I won't be here next week to collect it. Oh, that's all right. Tell my neighbour he'll pick it up. Camerades is still live, is it? Let's have a look. I can't see it. Link. Adrian, they're already doing holograms for Whitney Houston shows and Michael Jackson shows, which I've seen. I would be quite tempted to go to something like that, Adrian, actually. Hologram shows. Yeah, why not? Why not, I think that's an excellent way to see a star that, of course, you wouldn't be able to see anymore. I liked Elvis, perhaps Elvis Presley. My ex-wife was a massive Elvis Presley fan. She was. Oh, it was on all the time. Elvis. Ba-ba, da-da-da-da, da da panty jail. That one. What else have we got here? Now, I'm not the only one. Useless at DIY. This is fab. I'm going to take a picture of this for you. A woman has left another in stitches after sharing her hilarious DIY fail on Facebook, and said she hopes her partner will share their sense of humour. Fed up of her and her husband's matching wooden wardrobes, she decided to give them more modern look and paint them white. Starting with her other half's wardrobe first, she jumped straight into applying the first coat of paint, completing one door and making it halfway up the other. Right, so let me just send you a little picture of these. Right, okay. I will tell the story by pictures. Right, hang on a minute. Let's take a picture of this then. Da 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 da, da like a towny jail. Ba da da, let's rock. Oh, baby, 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 let's rock. Okay, there's the first picture. So she's painting her wardrobes. Now, can you tell what went wrong yet? Can you tell what's gone wrong with this? Let me take another picture here and you'll see what's happened. This is absolutely the sort of trouble I get into when I'm doing DIY. Right? Here is a picture of the clothes in the wardrobe. That is absolutely the sort of thing that happens to me. She's got all the paint on because it's gone through the slats. She says it wasn't until the first layer was almost complete that she realised to her horror the brush had been going through the wooden slats to the other side and hadn't taken his clothes out first. I bet he was happy about that. Oh, what if someone done that to my selection of jackets? Someone said, who was it the other day? Someone asked how many jackets I've got. It's not like hundreds and hundreds. I think it's about 10 or 15. I collected those over a long period of time, though, you know. When I first started doing this with the camera and all that, I thought you got to tidy yourself up. Because I used to do audio-only podcasts, right? I just sit here looking like a tramp, you know. I do. Bit like possibly Mick Davenport is sitting in his chair watching this now. We're sitting here looking like a tramp. So when I started the camera, I thought I've got to look nice. And I thought, I want a selection of jackets. So I started buying them, you know. Not 10 in one go, one every few weeks. And I collected a selection. Some a little bit expensive, some were dirt cheap. The really novelty ones, the clouds and Christmas ones, they're really cheap. 20 quid, 30 quid for one of those. It says, opening the doors to inspect the damage, she found three of her husband's tops with perfectly spaced white lines running down each of the sleeves. Shocking. But as I say, that is the sort of thing I would do. Absolutely. Have you got any waistcoats? No waistcoats at all. Travel restrictions have been lifted. You can all go on holiday now. Everyone's off on holiday. They're all going on a summer holiday. Hope a week or two. Did we do that at the quiz night last week? Oh, no, that isn't one of the answers for this week, is it? I can't remember now. Right. Friday the 13th. Do you remember that? Jason. I love that film. The first horror film I ever went to see at the cinema. Friday the 13th. I went with my friend Philip. Friday the 13th. I think I was 16 at the time. And we went to the Putney ABC. I have never jumped so much in my life. These bodies were just like falling down in front of the screen. And all throughout the screen, you kept hearing this. Jason. His name was Jason, the sort of murderer in there type thing. Right, anyway, Jason and his signature hockey mask. He used to wear a hockey mask in this film. There were lots of sequels after it. Friday the 13th, part 2, 3, 4 and onwards. The best one was the first one. My favourite part, the most scary part of it, is when this body came flying through a kitchen window. I love it. Jason and his signature hockey mask in the Daily Mail this morning have petrified moviegoers for decades in the Friday the 13th film franchise. The chainsaw-wielding madman served as the inspiration for a new public service announcement encouraging people to wear protective face masks during the pandemic. In the PSA, I don't know what's PSA, public service announcement, released by Ogilvy Health in June, a character resembling the horror villain admits that a mask kind of makes people uncomfortable, but ends up sporting a medical mask over his hockey mask in the end. So here's the ad. It's not that easy, the Jason character says in a voiceover while sitting on the steps of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So Jason is playing as Jason in Friday the 13th and is sitting, you just imagine the scenario here, sitting on the steps of museum with that hockey mask on. Of course, everyone's terrified. Everyone's terrified of him. As he walks through the New York City, passers-by are startled. Huh? I'm just going to do a startled for you. They are startled and scared by his appearance and run away. A mask kind of makes people uncomfortable. I wish everyone could see me for who I am, just trying to fit in. The voice-over continues, making a quip about the whole chainsaw thing. A little girl then approaches Jason and hands him a medical mask, nodding her... Let me just make a note of a time there. I want to cut out that link to Camerades on the recording. I'm not happy with that at all. I'm really disappointed with that. What's the timestamp on there? 1:29. Okay, 1:27. We've never made that mistake before, have we? It goes on. A mask kind of makes people uncomfortable. Wish everyone could see me for who I am. Just trying to fit in, you know, this mass murderer. The voiceover continues, making a quip about a whole transfer there. A little girl then approaches Jason and hands him a medical face mask, nodding her approval from the requisite 6 feet required for social distancing. Eventually, a young girl welcomes into the face mask wearing fold, offering him a medical mask before retreating to a socially distant space. The video ends with the words flashing on the screen, wearing a mask can be scary, not wearing one can be deadly. I love it. They've done that one very well there, haven't they? Yeah, very, very well on that. Camp Crystal Lake, that's the one, Park Nest. I love that. I absolutely love that. I really, really love that. There we go. Ron I says it's... Adam, 15 years... Chris, is it 15 years I've been doing this now? Gosh. John Aitken, American Werewolf in London. The first horror film I saw in the cinema. Got it on Blu-ray. I've got a Blu-ray player. I never bought any Blu-ray discs. I thought they were really expensive. Really, really expensive. Really expensive. Let's have a look there. Excellent. Okay. Another one here. Puppets. Who likes puppets? I used to have puppets. Little puppets. Oh, someone from when I was a little boy, I was 15. I used to have a little puppet theatre that I made out of a box. Cut a hole in the top there. Had these little puppets. In the Daily Star today, running kids' parties and glow-in-the-dark discos has been a real success for Tommy and Ricky from Captain Fantastic. That's the name of their company. But the fun didn't stop just because of the virus. The Essex pair, who were putting on 200 parties a month, admit they had a tough time when bookings were cancelled, but they were also worried for families. We were thinking about how can we just keep things going this time and give ourselves something to do. And they started doing it online. They came up with the idea of giving free entertainment online, like so many people on the YouTube. Me doing this, you know, it's all free, isn't it? You know, don't forget I get something out of doing this as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here doing it. You know, before someone said, "Oh, I bet you like doing it." Of course I do. Wouldn't be doing it if I didn't like it, would I? So they came up with the idea of giving free entertainment online, including a daily toddler club with magic, music, and well-being. I remember the first one we were watching the numbers starting at 40, then 80, then 1,000. In the end, there were 10.2 thousand people watching live. God, how many have we got? We're in that number today. Oh, 31. I'll never get those numbers, will I? Never mind. He said, we've had so much fun with it. We did a 24-hour live party with performers doing an hour each. And then on the 25th of May, we decided to do a Christmas Day in May. And good luck to them. Does it give a website there? Let's just have a look there. It doesn't give a website up there. What a shame. What are they called again? You can probably search and find it out. Captain Fantastic. Let's have a look on YouTube. Captain Fantastic Puppets YouTube. Let's have a look there. Captain Fantastic. Yeah, we go. There you go. Captain Fantastic Children's Entertainment. I bet that's really good. I might send that. Let me just send that to my to my nephew's wife and my niece there. I think they'll have great interest in that. That one there. There we go. Try that for the children. Children. Oh, so we put children. Children fun. Children fun. That too. Children fun. There you go. What an excellent idea. See, you can do all sorts of stuff on YouTube. Anything you want. You want to have a go, just go and do it. Just go and do it. If you believe in what you're doing, just go and do it. And do not be sidetracked by people. Okay, you'll have messages before trying to sidetrack you all the time. People who think they know a little bit better, perhaps they do. But if that's what you want to do, just go and do that, and don't take any notice of anything else. Some of the suggestions that come through to you, because that person doesn't like what you're doing. Right? Remember, there are other people on there liking what you're doing. So if you change it, they might not like it anymore. Do what you want and don't be sidetracked. Oh, you get little emails through the post. Oh, quite like your show, but if you do it this way, that sort of thing. Ignore them. Ignore the haters as well. Where's Mandy gone there? Mandy. I must not be normal because I find films like that don't bother me at all. I remember watching the film The Thing at my age of 14, eating my breakfast and laughing my head off. That would be you, Mandy. That would be me as well. And talking of films, there is an excellent film which I watched last night on Netflix. It's called Sanctum. Sanctum. And it's about these load of cavers. And they go down, where is it? Papua New Guinea. They go down these caves in Papua. Oh, the scenery. I tell you what, since drones came along, these little things with the cameras, the high quality ones, not the kiddie ones, the high quality ones, some of the scenery on that Netflix, especially when you're watching stuff in 4K, or even just high definition. You look at these pictures of scenery. Oh, it looks fantastic. And this thing's flying across the Papua New Guinea forest, saying it's like the last area to be not touched by humans. And it ends up on this great big open cave. Amazing. And anyway, so not to tell you the whole story, people go down the cave and they get quite far in, and then it starts raining and the cave starts filling up with water. That's all I tell you. It's really good. The pictures, the different things you see on it with the jungle, the forest, and of course the inside of the caves is beautiful. Do give that a go tonight. It's a longish film, about 2 hours, that one, I think. And as I say, that is called Sanctum, available now on Netflix. All right. Has anyone seen that yet? Sanctum. Anyone seen that at all yet? Oh, good morning to nephew Gary Butler. Morning, nephew. Nice to see you there. Adam, the flight restrictions lifted. My friend Michelle, who is Pearly Queen of Rotherhithe and Bermondsey, will be doing a wing walk for charity on Monday in her full pearly outfit. What do you mean a wing walk? Walking along the wings of a plane while it's flying? Pfft. Fiona, that you might damage Fiona's plane. How's she going to come and pick me up if you're walking along her plane? I don't think so. Jason Donovan's daughter. I bet he's pleased. In the Daily Star this morning, Jason Donovan's daughter is following in her actor father's footsteps. She's going to be in Neighbours. Can you just imagine that? So you're the father of a child, boy or girl, doesn't matter which, and they go in the same TV programme as you were in when you were their age. How blooming fantastic. How proud would that make you, eh? I think that's wonderful. Wonderful. I worked with Jason Donovan only once in Clapham. He came to sing us a few songs on a charity night, I thought it was. And he was lovely, actually. Really nice person to work with. Of course, he goes on the stage, a little bit like in the chat boxes sometimes, starts getting a few negative comments from idiots. And he handled that very well as well. Really well. Really well. I just ignore them, stupid comments, as you know. Now, normally, most of the time, I just ignore them. I often think people are out there sometimes, they just are looking for a row all the time. Do you know what I mean? Do you not think that? You ever meet certain people in your life who just seem to want a challenge or a row all the time, don't they? Gemma, who's 20, left her proud dad thrilled as she landed a role on the show, her first shot to fame back where he first shot to fame in the 80s. Of course, he was with Kylie Minogue on the series Charlene, wasn't it? Her character is moving to Ramsay Street as Harlow, a yet-to-be-revealed relation of his character Scott Robinson. The blonde bombshell is Jason's eldest daughter, and to say he's excited about her new television venture is an understatement. Jason, who's now 52, says, I know what a great start it will give her. You worry about your children finding a passion in life, but she knows what she wants to do, which is half the battle, and that's a better place to start. And that's what it's all about, a passion in your life. This is a passion to me, doing this. DJing was once my passion. It's not anymore. I have no real interest in doing DJing. Not really. This to me is a passion. Doing this is and I hope you can feel it on the other side. There's no point in sitting there looking bored. You know, I often think this sometimes at some of the karaoke nights, and people are standing there singing a song, and they're absolutely bored to tears. No names mentioned. But if you watch the karaoke streams, you'll know exactly which ones I think. You know, they sit there and they look so bored and unexcited singing the song. You think, why have you even come out there? Let's have a look. Fiona, anyone tried walking on my wings? I think they would snap. Yeah, they're only little planes, those things, those Cessnas, aren't they? Michael, yeah, she's been on Neighbours for a while now. Great actress. I would imagine, Michael, we're quite far behind you. They took it off our main TV channel here, BBC One, and it went on to Channel 5. I think it's on Channel 5 along with Home and Away. I think they play them back to back. They're both on there now. Home and Away used to be on ITV, which was like our number 2 channel. BBC One is like our number 1 channel. Neighbours was on BBC One. Home and Away was on ITV. And they both stopped them, both channels. And they ended up on Channel 5, which is like quite a not very watched channel here in the UK. It's that strange and mysterious, Gary. It is. Beans on toast. Who likes beans on toast? You know I like beans on toast. Sometimes with a bit of cheese, as recommended by Mick Davenport, who is head of baking on this channel. In the Daily Star. Oh, the Americans have tried this again, dear. Why do they try doing our stuff? It doesn't work. An American woman living in the UK has offered British people again, has offended British people again. She's done it before. With her nightmare cooking, this time with beans on toast recipe so foul that people want her banned from TikTok. A mum who describes herself as American living in the UK has triggered native British people by showing off her recipe for cooking beans on toast, and it is an absolute disaster. The suspected troll previously demonstrated how to make British tea that was so pale it looked like water, and British scrambled eggs which contained whipped cream and sugar. Oh dear, not a clue. Not a clue. But she went even further with her latest video venture and promised viewers a classic British breakfast. Well, I've had beans on toast for breakfast. I tend to have it now as a night meal. In the clip, this lady, Michelle, said, everyone has requested that I make a traditional British breakfast. So today we're going to make beans on toast. So the first step is you want to get your bread and then you want to add the beans. So she hasn't toasted these yet. Emptying the tin straight onto the slice of distressingly pale, untoasted bread, the mum added, I'm just going to pour mine on there, juice and all. So she hasn't toasted the bread. Well, clearly a racist. She doesn't want brown bread. Clearly a racist. How can you have white bread that hasn't been toasted? It's got to be brown, please. No white, brown only. God, so I must admit, mine is quite lightly toasted. Mine is very lightly. It's just gone brown, and then for me it's done. Other people like it really dark, don't they? Emptying the tin straight on, oh, it's awful. Then she fetches a slice of processed cheese and whacked it on top of the soggy bread and beans. Then here's the best bit. Where do you think it goes then? Under the grill? No! No! Then you want to put it in the microwave, she continued. Taking out the finished product, which doesn't even look suitable as prison food, out of the microwave, she flashed her brilliant white teeth at the camera. Oh, this is just awful. And then she says, and that's how you make beans on toast. Now, I know you are desperate to see a picture of this woman's beans on toast, right? Now, I can't get the whole picture in for some reason, but nevertheless, you can see her smiling face. You ready for this? That's her beans on toast. Look at the toast. Except it's not toast. Hasn't been anywhere near a toaster or under a grill. It's been in a blooming microwave, dear. Doesn't that look absolutely vile? Unsurprisingly, British people were not too pleased with her efforts and slammed the sacrilege of the staple British comfort food in the comments below the video. Petition to ban her from TikTok, quipped a viewer. A second person added, I seriously don't know if I can watch any more videos. I'm actually offended. The snowflakes are out. While a third slammed, it's called beans on toast, not beans and plastic on bread. And a fourth viewer fumed, this is a hate crime. It's a hate crime against the British. That's what it is. They all hate us now. Everyone hates us. How can you do beans on toast like that? It's disgusting. I was brought up on beans on toast. Beans on toast, oh, lovely. And usually I'll have it beans on toast and I'll do extra toast or a piece of bread, untoasted, to wipe around the plate afterwards. Hopefully not mouldy. How awful. Good morning to Kyle Phillips. Morning, Kyle. Morning to you. Cheese on toast is the best. Dave Holland likes cheese on toast there. Thank you. You chatting to each other there. John, the American woman, is taking the mickey just to wind up the UK people. Possibly. Maybe that's how she likes it. Kyle is with you on that. Don't like burnt toast. It's so easy to burn toast, isn't it? Well, it used to be before the toasters came along. Now you can have a little knob to adjust them, can't you, there on there. Fiona loves burnt toast. Do you not even scrape the burn off? You know, sometimes, because you know I don't like throwing away food, dear. I'll scrape away the black on the top there, the burn on the top, and just have it like brown. I've done that before. Mandy likes burnt toast. Look at her complexion, I know. That's because she's eating like that here. Kyle, beans got to go on top of the toast as well. Yes, just like a cooked breakfast, the egg has to... Oh, you have egg as well. Egg on top of toast. Ronai says people like they burnt food say that because they love spouse that can't cook. I'm quite good at burning stuff, actually, and the chips are so easy to burn, aren't they? You walk away for a moment. I'll just give those another 30 seconds and then a burn. One man and his Sprinter van, beans on toast. He likes that, so does Peter Wright. Oh, there's Andy. Good morning to you. Morning, Andy. Right, one more story then, gang. I mean, how stupid can people be? Again, in the Daily Star this morning. Get ready to ask for your raffle tickets. Don't ask yet, gang. Don't ask yet. Which ones are we on? Blue, isn't it? Blue. This is absolutely ridiculous. Officials in Alabama in the US are flabbergasted after finding students are holding COVID parties to intentionally infect one another with coronavirus. I mean, how thick are people? The reckless trend sees young participants invite those known to be infected to a party and taking bets on which guest will catch the potentially deadly disease first. I mean, I've seen some really stupid things done by young people. You've seen them all. I've seen groups, large groups of bikes going down the Euston Road at 6 o'clock at night when it's packed, doing wheelies in between the cars. You've seen young people, and they do tend to be young people, jumping off cliffs. Now, what's that called? The death drop or something like that? Or the funeral, the coffin drop, something like that. And they literally drop off these large rocks, cliffs, into water below. Now, presumably they know that that's deep enough water. Perhaps they do, perhaps they don't. But there's always a chance that there's just going to get a sudden gust of wind and blow them against the rocks. Hello? Dead. Or jump in on someone else. I've seen videos of young people jumping from building to building. I can't remember what they're I think it's called free running, where they jump from rooftop to rooftop. But this, to me, has got to be the worst one of the lot. The parties are being held as the United States, and then it goes on about the numbers and all that. A fire chief in Western Alabama says upon hearing about reports of intentional infections at parties, he thought it was a joke or an urban legend. He said, we've seen over the last few weeks parties going on in the county or throughout the city and county in several locations where students or kids would come in with known positive COVID patients. So people that know they've already got it. We thought it was a kind of rumour first. Then we did some additional research. Not only did the doctor's officers help confirm it, but the state confirmed they also had the same information. I mean, you couldn't make some of this stuff up. He says, I think when you're dealing with the mind frame of people who are intentionally doing stuff like that, and they're spreading it intentionally, how can you try and fight something that people are trying to constantly promote? You know, come to the party and take bets on who's going to get it first. That's just madness, isn't it? Madness. There are people out there that think the whole thing is all made up and it's all a big scam. Yeah, there are people out there, you know. But there are people like me who thinks it's a terribly serious thing, and like most of you, and we believe what we believe, and other people believe what they believe, don't we? It's a shame how some people end up rowing about things like that, like the whole Brexit and anti-Brexit thing. You know, the big rows going on there, and I don't know why people can't just accept other people's thoughts anymore. You know, if you don't think the same as me, then I don't want to talk to you anymore. That sort of thing. I don't understand. Tombstoning. Thank you, Fran. That's the thing Fran's talking about there, when people like fall off the cliff, don't they? Very dangerous. That's a new one. Ronai says there are clips of people spitting into one another's mouths called mask-wearing wearers wimps. Why would you want to spit into someone's mouth? Dear me. Awful. Awful. Coronavirus party here, had a beer bong. Oh dear. Absolutely stupid. Okay, gang, let's do today's raffles. Okay, let's do today's raffle tickets. If you want a raffle ticket, please speak now. John Aitken's dad always said burnt toast gave him a hairy chest. Yeah, I was told that as well. You can burn toast on a scout camp. That's quite easy to do when you're holding it against the fire. Oh, lovely. Smoky toast on a campfire. Beautiful. Denise says, publicity stunt and it worked. Quite possibly, Denise. Quite possibly there. Right, let's do today's raffle tickets, gang. Who wants a ticket? If you've applied by email, I'll do that afterwards, okay? Maureen, 526. Michael Lawrence, 527. John Aitken, 528. Colin K, 529. Dave Holland, 530. Peter Wright, 531. Mick Davenport, 532. Fran Green, 533. Andy, 534. Joe Woodrow, 535. Ross Herndon, 536. Chris Woodhouse, 537. I feel quite hungry now. It's far too early for dinner. Diane Jebb, 538. Denise Andrews, 539. Say good morning to Alton for me. I must ring you soon. Denise Andrews, 539. 544. Rachel, Queen of TikTok. Must do some more TikToks. Haven't done them for ages. Jason Hughes, 541. Thank you, Ron. I'm glad you enjoyed the show today. Tony King, 542. Does this raffle cost any money? No, Kyle. If you want a ticket, just put a ticket there. None of the raffles cost money. There's 2 raffles we do. This one, okay? The other one is the Super Chatter raffle, okay? The Super Chatter raffle is for anyone who gives us a tip. I don't charge you for the raffle tickets, but if you send us a £1 tip, I'll give you a free raffle ticket, £2, 2, and so on like that. That's specially for the Super Chatters and as a way of sort of saying thank you for sending us a tip. That's why that one was done. All right, Kyle, 543. You need to remember the numbers, though, of these, Kyle, of this of the blue raffle. We'll call it the blue raffle, shall we? The blue raffle. Because when we pull the raffle draw on, it'll be Tuesday morning next week, okay? Won't be a show on Monday morning. Too much going on Monday morning. So we're going to move the raffle this week to Tuesday morning. When we draw the raffle on Tuesday morning, you will need to know your number, okay? All right, because we don't read the names. If you haven't got your number, then it's up to you to claim it. Just like winning a bingo, all right? The Super Chatters raffle, you don't need to need your names. I read the names out as well on that one. Okay, is that everyone? Anyone else, boys and girls? Please speak now. If you've done by email, then let us know. Okay, if I've missed anyone out, please speak now, and I shall correct the fault there. Meanwhile, let's do today's birthdays. We've got 7 today. I think 7 birthdays today. Adam Stewart. Good morning, Adam. Adam. Miss Blue. Yes, Electric Blue is in the house. Good morning, Electric Blue. Nice to see you pop up there. Happy birthday, Adam Stewart. She does drag, Electric Blue, really old school type drag, although it's a young person doing it. And she's very good at it, Adam. Great singing voice as well. Good morning to Tim Harvey, one of my neighbours, 60 years old today. The big 6-0 for Tim Harvey. Morning, Tim. Happy birthday to you, sir. Anthony Stubbins. Good morning, Anthony. Happy birthday. Myan Mark Aries Akropa is a young 26 today. Benjamin Totten. Morning, Benjamin. Happy birthday to you. It's little Seb. Seb Malaysia. Seb comes to the karaoke. Or he was when it was going. Happy birthday to you. And Luke Nicholas Turner is 31 years old today. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right, my darlings. All right, so what is it? Friday today, isn't it? Friday again. Gosh, another week drifts past. I'm going to put a few more things. I've got a few bags of food, tins and things to take up to the caravan on Monday. So I'm going to go and put those in the car and then go for a nice long walk again. I don't think I'm going to do 6 miles again today, though. It's a beautiful walk. An actual fact, we don't have any rain forecast. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do another long walk. I'll go the other way this time. But I've got a load of washing to hang up as well first and do your raffle tickets before I disappear. I'll see you again tomorrow morning around about the same time. All right, boys and girls? Thank you very much for joining us for the show. See you soon. Bye-bye now.